Everybody, my name is Adam Meyer. I am back here with another video, and I'm going to give a quick review of where we are in the Nasdaq market and where we are sitting and where we can possibly expect it to go in the short term and also even the long term. But this is going to be a quick little video. So right now we're sitting here on the Nasdaq on 12-month candles. So each one of these candles is 12 months. So this is all 1 year candles. As you can tell, this is January. Starts in January 2020, then we have 2021, and then we have 2022, and now we just started 2023. And you can tell here on the right, we have 11 months, 24 days left until this candle closes. So this candle here can do a bunch within the next year. It can go up, it can come back down, or it can come down and go back up, and even come back down from there. We don't really know. So I'm not trying to predict the macro picture, but the overall history of long-term investing is that we go up and to the right, as you can tell. By 2036 we should be higher than we are now. Maybe we are here, maybe we are here, maybe we are way up here, or maybe we're down here. But in the future, we do expect to be somewhere higher on this exponential growth of the Nasdaq market. So just as a quick analysis of what we're seeing, what can we expect in the short term? We are about 35% from the highs right now from up here. And if you, I don't know about you, I like getting good deals. So in my opinion, I think this is a good idea to increase your retirement and whatnot and long-term investing. That's if you believe in America and believe in tech. But if you don't believe in any of that, I don't even know why you watch my channel. But that's personally what I believe in. So this is what we're seeing. We go down to the monthly time frame. We have a nice little wick up here from the COVID drop. So this is kind of crazy to see all of this happen. This is all artificial COVID pump and dump that we've been seeing the past basically year, 2 years now. You know what I mean? So this is what it normally was, a nice little equity curve going up, and now we see a nice artificial pump all the way up here coming back down. I remember when this thing dropped like a mofo during COVID, and I was like, wow, this is falling so much. Like, it's fallen so much down within this area. Like, look how far this has come down. And then it starts working its way back up based on the money printer kicking on, and the Fed starts printing money into the economy. But I don't think it's out of question to see price return back to these levels. But to come down below these levels is kind of absurd to me. I do think it's not a bad time if we do get down to these levels down within here. There's somebody on YouTube, I believe it's Eric Crown. He posted a picture on Twitter not too long ago of these price areas possibly getting hit again. It doesn't need to be in the short term, it could be in the long term, but we've got to keep these not out of the question. But if they do get down there, by all means, I'm going to be looking for a nice little reversal to get prices back up into those higher ranges. But we need to see what we are seeing in the market right now. So we have the high came down, it broke down below the structure, it came back and it retested. It broke the structure again below this low, it hit this high, it broke down again below this low, and now it's making this high. And now we're coming down here. Are we going to break the structure again and do what it's been doing the past basically years? Since the beginning of 2022 it's been coming down. Are we going to continue to break down below this structure here and possibly reach this area before we come back up and we start making the higher highs, and then possibly we see what happens up here? I don't know what's going to happen up here. That is a possibility. But overall, I believe by the time, like I said earlier, we're way up here, that we could see prices way up here by the time we get years down the road. So we got to keep this in mind. We are in a discount right now. We're starting to hit a nice gap here as well. We came down below this liquidity, so I can mark up liquidity. We're coming down below these lows, so it's when price comes down below lows we see a reaction off of, and then we start to see rebalancing in price action. So this gap from this wick here, let me get a little arrow from this wick, darn it, let's get it from this wick right here to this wick right here on this candle. So we get those two wicks from here to here. There's a gap that's sitting in price. As you can tell, these candles came right up from here and filled in this gap from here to here, filled in the gap, and we started to trade away. And after we traded away, we're going to see what we can get down here in these lower time frames. Right now in the monthly time frame, we're looking very bearish that we are likely to come down some more. But if we do get a nice little rejection, so let's say we come down below this low here, we could get a nice little drop, a little pump, and possibly go up into this range. So this is more short term, that we could see some movement up within this range within here. So we have these two wicks right there, If we do get a little pump up into those ranges, then I'd be looking to take price from here up to there and then possibly selling my position and waiting to see what comes from there. I am getting pretty technical into these charts and whatnot, but this is a completely different video. This is supposed to be pretty quick, just a quick technical analysis, but this is just what we're seeing. Going down to a daily, we have a nice fair value gap that's sitting within here, and if we can get price up to there, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it and then seeing what price wants to do from this area. I just need to wait for proper confirmation of these lows to be taken or a type of rejection so I can take a buy position here or even up here so I can take up within this range, then take my profit up within there. And then when we get up in there, then we got to see, does it want to go higher? Does it have a willingness to go higher and retest and willingness to go higher? Or does it have a willingness to continue to break lower and then come down below these lows down within here and continue down on those time frames? That's why on the short-term basis, we don't know what's going to happen. That's why we have to be patient. But on the long-term basis, we could expect to see price reach these levels down within here before a continuation up there. Let's go back over to the 12-month. So we see this candle here on the 12-month. We have right there last year. Here's the low of last year of 2022. And I do, before we see a massive move higher, I do want to see this low taken at some point down below this low before we get a nice move up higher. And the reason being is because it's going to take out liquidity from the previous year. So the previous year, there's stop losses, there's orders sitting down below there. It wouldn't be bad to see it come down below there, accumulate those orders, and push up higher. Kind of like something like this right here, kind of like where this year came down. So if we look at this year here, it came down below this year. So if I draw this out, here's the low of the previous year. It came down below it and then it went back up and it continued up higher. So that's something I do want to see coming into this year, so we can see higher prices moving up within that range. But that's just it on basically a technical perspective. We're seeing, number one, bearish order flow on the way down. Number two, we're at a discount for long-term investing, in my opinion, not financial advice. But I think we are at a discount compared to the high. Long-term, not bad. Three, we're working our way into a gap that's sitting down within here. Like I said, all these gaps right here have not been rebalanced yet. So if we do work down within there, that's not another bad spot to see a nice sideways movement and a possible accumulation long. But we could see this whole year just consolidate, but we'll see what it is. But this is supposed to be quick, but it came out to be almost an 8-minute video. But take care. Love y'all. Let me know if you have any questions.